Hi everyone, it's the English Daddy here and welcome back to Dream Daddy Part 12. In this part, I think we are going to go on a second date with Mr. Robert. I genuinely loved our first date with this guy, so we're going to try a second date with him and see what we can get up to. Right, let's just send him a message. Let's do this. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times and Dadbook says he actually hasn't read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house actually. I decide to send him one last message, figuring out that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. Let's see, shall we? I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her favourite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract. Almond. Oh, it's almond extract. Duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. It doesn't sound like you've made this pie very often, Victor. Amanda's going to be so excited. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you caught me. Nothing, I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just, me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, panda? I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of one of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry guys, I just got super distracted by a fly. I don't even know where he just went. I thought it was a spider at first, not gonna lie. I almost lost my shit. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. I'm fairly sure a 3-letter word doesn't count in a word jumble. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. I hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Oh God. Hey. Victor. Hey. Victor. Hey. I'm outside. Come outside. Oh, what is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates in the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. He's a wild one, isn't he? I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey? Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realise that I am in fact not wearing any pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right, 1 second. You little smooth talker, you. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. You like Tom Waits? Love Tom Waits. Hoist that rag, baby. Love Tom Waits. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Are you okay? I like your car. Say nothing. He likes silence, doesn't he? Oh yeah, there are the aubergines. I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm also not sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second. Unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Did he seriously just bring us stargazing? I think I may slightly be in love with this man. Robert, you are a conundrum, my friend. You are one sneaky little dude. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. And it's ruined. What? Oh. I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight and suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Oh, thank God. He's not going to kill me. Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No! Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. Laugh, play along. Let's play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Nothing gets past you, huh? Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you. The last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rule of knife biting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Victor, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition, enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time, and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to your ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember whilst whittling is to cut the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelette without breaking a few hand eggs. Oh no, knife that wood. Oh God. Okay. What am I meant to do here? What? How am I meant to... Oh. Oh God. I feel like this isn't going well. Come on. Get that one. What are we making here? A pencil. That's a good start. What is that? A sharp stick, a pencil, a knitting needle. Let's go for a sharp stick. Careful. Don't poke yourself with that. You made a sharp stick. Woohoo! Love that. What else can we make? Can we rotate it at all? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll just... Don't make a second one. A lollipop stick? Tell me about this one. A popsicle stick, a tongue depressor, a flatworm. A tongue depressor. I should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. We made a tongue depressor. Okay, I'm getting creative here now. Let's see what else we can make. Oh, snap. I thought we just got rid of it completely. A toothpick! What's the story here? A toothpick, a bubble popper, something to make me look tougher. That one. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably. You made a tough guy accessory. Oh man. What else are we doing? Oh, what's this one? What's this? Chicken nugget, I don't know, a Ouija board planchette. A chicken nugget. Please don't eat that. We made... Oh, Robert uncomfortable. That's not very good, is it? Whoops. Sorry, Robert. It was all going swimmingly. What the hell is that? Nice form. What's it supposed to be? A self-portrait, Louisiana, it's you. Say Louisiana. Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or was it Kentucky? I made Louisiana. I have genuinely no idea what Louisiana looks like, so apologies if you're from Louisiana and that looks nothing like your state. A chopstick? Come on. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick, righty, chopped, ambidextrous. It's a stick. No, it's not a stick. It's a chopstick. Okay? Two different things, Robert. Use your imagination. Ooh, this is a big one. That's what he said. What is that? You keep this up, you'll be a Whittling pro in no time. A swan, a duck, new friend. We will go for a swan. Nice work. Thank you. You made the meanest bird. We're getting good, man. I'm feeling it. Oh, we're getting better. Look at that. This is a horse, man. Come on. Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog, the spirit of the Mustang, Sir Horsington the Brave. Let's go Mustang. How poetic. The spirit of the Mustang. Doesn't really look like a Mustang. It's not even got a tail, to be fair. Is that it?
Hey.
Hey. Did you hear that? Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife? Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic into the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Ton of them out here, you know. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff. Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever heard of the Dover Ghost? I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pitbull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Oh, I can't. No, I can. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing and nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something, is watching us. Betsy though, she's scared. I've never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it, in the distance. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like, made it. It just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then, it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her. But she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. And I don't think I've slept right since. Shit, man. That's terrible. You're lying. That's terrible. Wow. Robert.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert. Real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me. Right? I was messing with you. Up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away I can barely make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go.
Really?
Shit, man! Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away, back into the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time, he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe, someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy. I just didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all of the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them. But there was always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. That sucks. I'm glad you told me. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. I'm glad you told me? It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter, and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mum. Oh.
I don't know.
Do you hate him? No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all of the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex, and he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. What? I turn around and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mum. We go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. See, these are amazing dates. This is why I genuinely love Robert. He just makes me laugh. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, Lang, you know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. I feel like that date went well. Like, me and Robert were up there. I feel like that was a good date. Come on, Robert.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
We got our first S. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh my god. So S is the best rank that you can get. And we just did it with Robert. Hell yes. I genuinely think I might, like, I genuinely just love the guy. I think he's hilarious. He makes me laugh so much. I really like him. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decide to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. Are we gonna bump into Robert? I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. Say hi. I decide to go and say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. I guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Let's walk her home. I slide out of the booth. This better not, have anything to do with the cult. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just she usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't go home with, I don't really want to say it, one of the guys she meets. Nah? Ain't her thing. Huh? I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. What a gent. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her, for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not. I know Joseph doesn't like it when I just... Sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. Bless her. I genuinely feel quite sorry for Mary. Clearly, she's not happy. As we arrive to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, Can we just hold on? What's wrong?
Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary. It's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You alright? She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks in the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh, you've got dads. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end this part here. Sorry that it was quite short, but we're going to go on a date with Damien in the next part, I think. I can't believe we managed to get our first S. Like, that makes me so happy. And it was with Robert as well, who I genuinely didn't think I would like, but I actually kind of love him. Like, I'm feeling Robert might be the one. He might be our dad. He might be our dream daddy. Alcoholic daddy, you know, just can't resist him. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this part, and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye, guys!